Hello, and welcome to the episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen. Maybe it's because I'm constantly fighting, destroying. I actually want to try and save something for once. Hopefully. Today, we are so back. Yeah. Because today was the day that Omni-Doc was here. And yeah, we are back. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do need to say one specific thing before we start, and that is to the G1 blog, to the Omni-Man Bardock Discord spoiler thread, and to everyone who got me to change my mind with my prediction video. I say unto you, you are wrong. All of you are wrong. Because Omni-Man beat Bardock. Huh? See, isn't that perfectly death battle that you think you know who's gonna win and you think you know how a certain fight's gonna go, and then all of a sudden they go, no, didn't you realize that this feat is better than what you think? Because that's what happened. So, and you should already see the comments in the Champions Lounge and everything. It's like, yeah, okay. Because a lot of people were betting on Bardock, including myself, and we were wrong. We were totally wrong. And honestly, this just proves that Death Battle is totally back, because I have a horrible record with picking season opener fights. I just do. For example, if you remember last season, which I know was a long time ago, but last season we had Ant-Man versus Adam, and I thought the Adam would win, and I was wrong. And let's see, there were certain other ones that I know I lost. So, oh well. just Death Battle's back, baby, because we all thought we knew what they were gonna analyze and how they were gonna break things down, and like, no, definitely not. All right, so let's break down this fight, because there was a lot of interesting elements to it, including just new touches, new things. Not all of them I'm a fan of, just to be honest here, but I do like how they handled most of it. I think, honestly, one of the most surprising things to me, and I will count this as a detractor for the episode, is how they handled Nolan. And here's the reason I said that. In the Omnilander episode, they talked mostly, like, first arc or so about Omni-Man, with some obvious stuff referencing his skill from later on. But they ended it with, like, hit the fight with Mark and how he became human and all that. And I really thought they would go deeper into that, because it was important to note that Omni-Man was in fact not invincible. So, but it didn't. They barely mentioned Thrag, if they even mentioned him at all. They should have a panel of him, I think. But they barely mentioned Thrag. They didn't note how he died, like, brutally. And, like how their healing factor does have a limit, which is, again, how he died, because Thrag just, yeah, he Mortal Kombated him. So I was a little disappointed at that, because, again, they made it seem like he truly was invincible, even though he died in canon. So that was, if I was to say, like, they had an L tag, which a lot of people are talking about the Solar Disc. I knew of the Solar Disc because of the G1 blog. I did not come across it in my research, and obviously I wouldn't have thought to look at that, and not to mention I wouldn't have extrapolated the size, the power, and whatnot, as that being a reason. Now, I obviously knew about certain other things, like of course the Smart Atoms, which I knew would help him give it an advantage against Bardock. But again, because of the loss to Thrag, I knew that if the power level was high enough, it wouldn't matter. Now something that the fans did get right was that Bardock was way faster than Omni-Man, because of the dynamic feats with Goku and the dodging the meteors, and apparently Capsule Corp can make things that go, trillions of times the speed of light. I know they don't intend it, but if they knew that was how fast, obviously it's a Toriyama thing, rest in peace, but if Toriyama and the others knew that this is what was happening, that would open up so many more new questions about Earth in general. Because if they're going that fast to other planets and whatnot, like, shouldn't Earth be, you know, shouldn't Earth have an empire right now? Shouldn't humanity be across the stars? I'm just saying. Another topic for another time. So, but I did enjoy that, and then I did appreciate how they handled the Bardock situation with giving him Super Saiyan, because that was the big question. And if you saw my preview video, you'll know that there was a one section where they put a graphic saying like this was canon and that was episode Bardock, and I saw that before I did my preview. They retconned that. They even mentioned it on Twitter that yeah, that was incorrect and they were fixing it, and they did. They put the correct Super Dragon Ball Super art on it, but it still raised the question. Then were they giving him Super Saiyan? And sure enough, there he was. I was like yes, and then they explained, you know, it's a Heroes thing, it's non-canon, it's alternate universe, it's a what if. But, you know, I love that line. It's like, what does it take to be a Super Saiyan? You know, training, victory, defeat, love, loss. You know, it's like, that was really well done. I really appreciate it. And, you know, if they didn't give him Super Saiyan, even though it's referenced in, you know, the games and the alternate material, everyone would have asked about it. Like, this is absolutely one of those situations where they had to do it, because if they didn't, everyone would wonder. Everyone would wonder. And I appreciated how they handled that. So going to the fight, Devil Artemis, rocking it as always. I liked the approach to this one because it felt more even up until it wasn't. You know, like with Omni-Lander, we all knew that Homelander was gonna get freaking wrecked. All right, it wasn't like these stats that we got for Omni-Doc just further highlight how Homelander was screwed. Now swallow. But yeah, I appreciated how they had a very physical fight. I was actually surprised by how certain sequences went, including going out into space, because that was, for me, my biggest thing was, you know, what if Omni-Man just, you know, takes him into space because he can't breathe in space, even though apparently Bardock can-ish. It's, yeah. But, because again, the him going out to fight Frieza. But, you know, that was that was an interesting thing. I was glad to see the. Oh my gosh, my favorite part of the fight. I know this is gonna sound so stupid. My favorite part of the fight was when Omni-Man rips off the Great Ape tail and then hits Bardock with it. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was so fun. I'm like just like that. Oh man, I want to give whoever thought of that a raise. Like please, that was great. So even Omni-Man's like, wait, I ripped off his tail? So I will admit, I did not see the ending coming. Okay, let me revise that. I did see the ending coming, but not for the reason you think. But I was curious about how it was going to go, because when you can usually tell the flow of a death battle, and when Bardock went Super Saiyan, I'm like, is he going to lose? Because usually this would be like the ending shot, like Ryu going Muno Can and all of that. But this was different. This felt like, you know, he wasn't going to win this. And sure enough, he didn't. And I liked that ending where they did like the X-Men 97. You said, Saiyan, remember it. You know, like that. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. That feelings. So here's how I actually wondered if I had got my prediction wrong. It wasn't because of my research. It wasn't because of other people were saying. Again, a lot of people in the Death Battle Discord alone, and the G1 blog, the entire G1 blog, every single member thought Bardock would win. Every single member. So all of you are wrong. Here's why I thought Bardock was going to lose. Death Battle has and I'm literally telling this right to Death Battle so that they can stop doing this in the future. Death Battle has a bad habit of framing certain trailers or teasers for fights, like promotional ones, where you can tell who's going to win by who is getting wrecked more in the fight clip. And I can point to Dante Bayonetta. I can point to certain other ones where it's just a Hulk Broly when they did the teaser for that one. You could see that one character was like getting more attacks than on the other, and every single time, including with the preview for Omni-Doc and even the clips for the very beginning of the Death Battle, that Omni-Man was just getting hit a lot. I'm just like, Omni-Man's going to win, isn't it? Because they're showing him getting wrecked all the gosh dang time. So, sure enough, that happened. I take the L. First loss of the new season, year, however you want to call it. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because it was a fun episode. It was Death Battle's back, and I love that they had this special thanks. They had numerous references to the Kickstarter, and yeah, I'm very, very happy. Now, before we get to the next time, I do want to note one thing. Some of you know this because you were on the Death Battle Discord yesterday. I made a brand new top 10 Death Battle episodes list. And it's already gotten likes by Luis and Chad and a lot of the others in the community, and I thank you for that. So I have the link below in both the description and the first pinned comment. Once my video goes live, I'll put it up there. Please go check it out, read it, let me know what you think, comment on the post, or comment here, I don't mind. And let's see what your favorite top 10 Death Battle episodes are. Yeah. All right. Next time on Death Battle. Love that that's back. We have the episode that they teased at the end of last year with Galactus Unicron. Is Joker from Persona 5 versus Giorno from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Personas versus stands. I make no predictions because this one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be wild. We are so back, baby. We are so back. So, with that, I'm ending this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of Omni-Man versus Bardock? Are you excited for Joker versus Giorno? And what do you think is going to come after that? And for all of you who went to the premiere, thank you for not spoiling it for everyone. I heard it was a wonderful experience, and I hope Death Battle has more of them in the future so that more fans can go and see it live. So, I thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I know you were listening. I'm just saying that I'll see you around.